We are in Professional Pride Realty's conference room, and we're going to visit with Todd Bornhauser, Lisa Peterson. They brought a special guest. We're going to visit with her about Crazy Days in Northfield, which is coming up, and that's a chamber event, right, Todd?
That is correct. That is a chamber, the next big chamber event happening in downtown Northfield.
I don't mean to interrupt your donut there by having you speak. Sorry.
Well, that's okay. I just have to remember to take bites when I don't have the mic in my hand. So
It's stopped by Quality Bakery. Been around since 1949. They're such friendly people over there, too.
They have some of the best donuts ever. So, I mean, absolutely, if you're looking for quality, it's Quality Bakery.
Yeah, I'm going back over there after the show and getting me a blueberry pie that was sitting there just yelling at me. They said, "You want it now?" I said, "I'll come back later." It's raining pretty good here in Northfield.
It has. It looks like it's going to rain on and off throughout the day, so I'm glad we're not doing our golf tournament today. But we had our chamber golf tournament last Thursday, and we kind of had the same type of weather for most of the day. So, but fantastic event. Had 112 golfers come out, which I hear is close to the record. But a lot of sponsors, a lot of donations, and so we set an all-time record high for revenue and profit. And so I really thank the business community that really steps up to the plate. They had a great time. Even with rain, you kind of thought you'd hear some grumbles and some negative comments, but everybody was so positive about the whole event. And so just again, walking through Professional Pride's office, someone said, "Boy, you run a great event out there," and that's what we want to hear. So it was a fun day for everybody involved.
Well, that's fantastic. I was out here at the Northfield.
This year it was out at the Northfield Golf Club, and I will give kudos to Dan Doles and his staff because everything was changing on the fly when it's pouring down rain. What you thought you were going to plan to do first thing in the morning gets changed immediately, and they were able to just make it click without a hitch. And so it was a great event. And even Lisa was there. So.
Wow. She golf?
No, she did not golf. She was playing a game. Here, I'm going to hand this over. You talk about your game.
My hole was hole number 17, and my game was Golf Twister, where participants got to chip a birdie from badminton onto a twister board, and then they won fabulous prizes.
Wow. Sounds interesting.
Coordinating with whatever color they got. So they could win chips and candy or golf balls that had SpongeBob on them, or my favorite, just some crap that I found in my office that I was giving away. So that was everybody's favorite gift.
So maybe you had like a year's supply of donuts from Quality Bakery.
Now, see, everybody would have been flocking to my hole, and then they wouldn't have left. So that's a good thing I didn't have those.
It's something to think about for next year, though. Year's supply. I wonder what that would be. A year's supply.
Well,
it varies by person, of course.
I was going to say, it depends on who you are. If you like donuts, like some people that we're with today, then that would be a lot of donuts.
Yeah, a lot of donuts, a lot of bread, a lot of pies, a lot of bars, a lot of cookies, you name it.
It's delicious.
Walk in there and the smells just are incredible. We're going to take a little break at our opening market report. When we come back, we're going to visit with a lovely lady who's here from the Rare Pear here in Northfield. Terrific store in Northfield. We're going to find out about Rare Pear, but more importantly, well, maybe not more importantly, but we're going to find about the Chamber of Commerce Crazy Days, which is coming up. I told Todd earlier they should call it Plum Loco Days, but it's Crazy Days in Northfield. We'll do that when AM Minnesota continues. We're enjoying donuts here at the conference room of Professional Pride Realty. Pete popped his head in the door as I was setting up this morning and said, "I'm kind of busy this morning. I may not be able to join you, but if I do get some time, I'll pop in." And I said, "That's great. We want you to be busy." That's what it's all about. Professional Pride Realty here, and the name is exactly what the business is all about. Dealing with realty in a professional manner. That's the bottom line. I love it. 507-663-1100 is their number. Not that I ever doubted Pete, but every time we've been on the airwaves, he's pretty much said we have low inventory here in the Northfield area. Sure enough, Minnesota Realtors Association came out this morning and said, we've got low inventory in southern Minnesota. So Pete's been telling us something that the Minnesota Realtors just came out today with. What do you think about that, Todd?
Well, I think Pete's always forward-thinking and trend-setting, so it doesn't surprise me that he's ahead of the Minnesota Realtors.
I think so, too. So we're going to talk about Crazy Days now, or you got something else you want to talk about?
Yeah, we'll talk about Crazy Days. I'll introduce our guest, but I first would like to send out a special message to Eleanor Kroon, a paper pen alum, longtime chamber member. I would say one of the true ambassadors of the chamber. Had a health issue. Was up at Abbott Northwest Hospital. I hear she's back home today and is doing well. And so all of us from the chamber send our love and our very best and hope she gets well soon, because the Be Local, Buy Local committee meeting is next week, and we expect her to be there. So she needs to get well real quick. But Eleanor, we send our love and very best to you. So hopefully she's back on her feet and up and running here real quick again.
That's fantastic. Well, you just heard, folks, one of the reasons why I love small town living.
So fantastic. So we wish her the best. Now, my pleasure kind of introduce Corinne Finger. And Corinne is known for a couple things. She was our 2015 Business Person of the Year.
Wow.
And the Rare Pair was the 1999 Business of the Year. So we're sitting with a celebrity here. If we were on live video, you could see the crown on her head, but we just have to imagine it since we're listening to radio.
We are literally sitting next to a Rare Pair. You are.
Oh.
Right? And Lisa Peterson.
So anyway, I want to turn it over to Corinne a little bit. Talk a little bit about her store and her beginnings. I know she's celebrating an anniversary this year. And so I'll let her talk a little bit about that. And then we'll kind of go into Crazy Days and some of those crazy stories of years gone by and what's going on out there. So, Corinne, I'm going to turn it over to you, and welcome.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Todd.
Appreciate
and thank you, KDHL.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Corinne Finger from the Rare Pair on 401 Division Street, right in the heart of downtown Northfield in the Central Block, and we've been located and locally owned and operated since 1977. So the end of August 2017, the Rare Pair will be celebrating 40 years in business.
That's the year I graduated from high school.
Congratulations.
We're having our big reunion in August.
Okay, it's a celebrating month.
40 years.
Yes, 40
Doesn't seem
years.
like it was that long ago for me. I don't know about you and your store.
Well, I have not been there the full 40 years. Jim and Deb Bonhoff and Ellen Cox started the Rare Pair in 1977, and they have still continued to stop in and shop, and Jim Bonhoff made the new sign downtown above the store, and I purchased it in 91, so I celebrated 26 years in February. So it's been a fun time, and we're happy to be in Northfield.
And what do you do at the Rare Pair?
We sell comfortable shoes and clothing for men and women. And let's see, what else can I tell you about the Rare Pair?
You're talking all sizes here?
We dabble in children's shoes, no clothing for children. And we sell mostly average size people clothing, extra small to extra large.
Okay.
And for shoes, men's sizes, normal sizes from 8.5 to 14, and women's 5 to 11.
And the very latest styles, I would assume?
We try to keep up with the styles, but we also like to just be known for comfortable, practical shoes, too, with a little trend setting.
Sure.
And we have coming up a big event that's been going on, at least as far as I know, since the very early 80s, Northfield's Crazy Days, sponsored by the Chamber. And that is on July 27th. Mark your calendars, always the fourth Thursday of July. Weather, rain or shine, a lot of businesses will put up a tent in the street. The city blocks off the streets for us, so it's safe to walk back and forth throughout Division Street. And local chamber members that aren't located on Division Street can also jump on the sidewalk.
And has it been a good event for you?
It's been a great event for me. We're right on the corner there, and we put up a big tent.
You're very popular, lady.
Yes, that's my phone. I apologize.
No, that's okay.
Maybe Todd can take over about Crazy Days, and I'll shut my phone off.
There you go. That sounds good. Okay, Todd. You get a lot of participation.
I was going to say, someone's calling Corinne going, hey, you're on the radio.
That could actually be happening.
Or talk about me or what have you. But, yeah, Crazy Days has been, for us, it's an exciting period of time. It's, I think originally started that retailers were looking to close out and get rid of their excess inventory, items that hadn't sold, things that were back in their storeroom, at just crazy, ridiculous prices, because obviously they were going to be quickly getting their stores full of fall and winter type items. So, it's kind of a way of how do I do a discount, and you make a big event of that. It starts at 7 o'clock, and I can promise you there's a line last year that walked all the way up the side of the street, all the way almost to the Grand, waiting for Corinne's store to open up.
Wow.
It was truly amazing to see the number of people that were in line for that. So there's the diehard shopper who's there at the beginning of the morning that's looking for that best deal and is running around with their head cut off, and that's why we call it Crazy Days. But then there's people that just come throughout the day just to kind of enjoy the weather, have some great lunch someplace along the way. The Rube over the years has actually brought a grill outside and chairs and tables, and you're sitting right out on Division Street having a burger from Jay Grundy's, which is kind of a unique experience. So there's a lot of different things that go on throughout the day. Once again, we'll have a fire truck and police ambulance rescue vehicles down by the Archer House. They're looking forward to doing that again this year. And so we just keep trying to add different things, really trying to make a push for some of our members who aren't necessarily on Division Street to come out, bring their, either their company vehicle or a tent and set up, because it's a great opportunity, once again, to just mingle and get to meet people, meet customers, and your opportunity to introduce yourself. So, it's a nice event. We're hoping for great weather again this year, and one of the things you can do also that day is buy chamber bucks on sale. So we'll be setting up a tent to do that as well. So lots of activities. Lindsay in her office is working on getting that list put together, and so there'll be more details on our website, and look for our Facebook postings as well.
What a great idea for a birthday gift. Chamber dollars.
Chamber dollars, absolutely. It's truly one of the be local, buy local. It's really one of those things where we talk about keeping your dollars local. And, we have many organizations that buy, Visa gift cards and that sort of thing. Those are great, but there's no guarantee by buying that money's going to stay local. The only way that you can actually keep the money local guaranteed is by using chamber bucks. And we're so appreciative of the membership that we have, that most of them that accept those, and it's been a great program.
So, Corinne, I'm guessing the reason why this line was about 4 miles long into your store is because you have some super deals.
The Rare Pair does have some super deals, and you can find deals up and down Division Street that morning. And I think why we have that line is really based on select sizes of shoes that get marked down the night before. And we, put them out under the tent. We have them in the store, and so we get the shoppers before they go off to work wanting to get that first selection, and then we are busy again over the lunch hour and into the evening. So it's a busy day for sure, and the best selection is right away in the morning for sure. And we do slash our prices, because it is our Crazy Days.
Yeah.
And to give another couple of highlights on Crazy Days, one of them is after they've picked up a pair of shoes at the Rare Pair, they walk down half a block to the Quality Bakery. You mentioned donuts earlier. And the Quality Bakery is known for sitting out on the sidewalk. They make the most delicious Alaskan donuts that are about the size of your head. And there's a long line for Alaskan donuts and coffee bright and early that morning as well.
What's an Alaskan donut?
Well, I think it's a very large glazed donut.
Oh, okay. It's a large.
And we participate in eating those that morning. It gives you the great sugar high you all need.
All right. The reason why it's called Alaskan is because large state. So.
Okay.
Right.
I learned something.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
And I think I mentioned, too, that a lot of businesses will try to find some fun event that they can do throughout the day to keep the kids busy. And so we host at 2 o'clock a hula hoop contest, and it's for all ages. You can be 3 to 93 to participate at 2 o'clock right out in the street.
Fun.
And it's fun.
I can tell by the look on your face you love Crazy Days. I mean, she's got this big
I
smile.
love Crazy Days. My staff does too. Between 7 and 9 a.m., when that busyness is over, we look at the clock and we think it's about noon.
So it's appropriately named. It really is crazy.
Yes. And I mentioned that I've been involved, I think, since 1981 was my first Crazy Days, because I worked down the street at a few other businesses during high school and college. And I can remember one year all merchants had to dress up in costume, and it was sort of like a Halloween Crazy Days, and they had prizes. I was Chiquita Banana, and I had fruit balancing on top of my head on a basket, all Crazy Days. We've had bed races going down Division Street, and liability tells us we can't do that anymore. I would love to bring that back.
Bummer. Lawyers.
And, oh gosh, we've hung upside down on monkey bars to take pictures for Crazy Days. There's been shopping carts from Econo Foods with people in them running down the street. We've had waiter races with balancing a tray of glasses with water in them up and down. So the list goes on and on. It's a fun day to come downtown, and let's hope for great weather.
Yeah.
But it is rain or shine.
July 27th.
Yep, and usually it starts around 7 a.m. and goes until about 7 p.m. The Sundowners Car Club comes down around 5 o'clock in front of the VFW. So if you're into old cars, it's a great time to take a look at some shiny old cars and talk to the owners of them.
That sounds like a great day. 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. Crazy Days in Northfield.
In Northfield.
July 27th.
Crazy, to say the least.
Sounds like it. Sounds plumb loco to me.
Well, absolutely.
Plumb loco. So you got any other events coming up here?
I don't know. I'm going to turn it over to Lisa to see if she's got anything else that's happening this summer. And she might have a coupon or two, too.
No kidding. A radio coupon. I love it.
We have a few things coming up. First and foremost, for July 4th, we'll be having fireworks. They will be located again at the Northfield Middle School, Bridgewater area. Those will happen around 9:45 p.m. July 4th, we also have a vintage baseball game played at St. Olaf College, and that's kind of a fun event to see how baseball was played originally.
Nothing like today's game.
Nothing like today's game, exactly. And if you like, if you don't want to see the vintage game, the Dundas Dukes and the Northfield Knights are playing as well that day. So it's a great day to get out and go around Northfield and watch a game and have some fun, and then finish up the night with some good fireworks. After Crazy Days, we have our Vintage Band Festival, which is July 29th. So it's the Saturday immediately following Crazy Days, and they're having 12 bands come, and I think 12 bands in 10 hours. So that's going to be just music everywhere in the area. So that'll be a lot of fun. Just come down, bring your lawn chair, and get ready to listen to some good music. After that, we, I guess I just want to promote, we have a page full of coupons that we are giving away at our office. They're also available at all of our hotels in Northfield, as well as the Northfield Historical Society. And there are just a lot of great great deals on things. For Crin's store, the Rare Pair, she has $10 off of one pair of shoes. There are some exclusions there. Northfield Arts Guild has 15% off their gift shops. You can get a free doodle page at the Goat. Secret Addict has 20% off one item. And you can also get some good deals on food as well. So $2 off a drink with a meal purchase at the James Gang, or you can get a free menu item at the Hideaway with the purchase of another menu item, or at the Quarterback Club they have a burger special for $6.95. So there's just a lot of great places to eat and places to shop on this coupon page, and you can just get a lot of good deals.
You like ribs, Lisa?
I love ribs, yes.
Quarterback has some very good ribs.
Yes, they do. They really, really do.
They are scrumptious. I was just thinking about that as you were saying that. My stomach is growling right now. Thinking about
Maybe you can have an early lunch.
There's an idea. That'll go over. Let's see. We're too far probably out to talk about Defeat of Jesse James Days. It's the Labor Day weekend, right?
No, it's the weekend after Labor Day.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Yep. So Defeat is weekend after Labor Day. It's the 6th through the 11th, I think. Whatever that Wednesday through Sunday is.
Minnesota's largest all-volunteer
6th
celebration.
through 10th. Yes, it is. It's just 4 days of lots of activities. So we have bank raid reenactments happening multiple times per day.
Which amazes me that they're full all the time every year.
They're a big draw. Everybody likes to watch the town get shot up.
Well, you get to watch a Western in person, basically.
You do. It's like watching a play or a TV show. It's kind of fun. There's a horseshoe hunt that happens a couple weeks beforehand, so you can start looking for the horseshoe once the clues get told, and you could win a lot of money for that.
It'll be here before you know it.
It will be. There's craft sales. There's a bike tour, the car show, tons of food vendors. It's just a really, really fun celebration. And then to cap it off, they have a really great parade with a lot of attendance. Everybody loves the parade.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a parade? And it's probably Rice County's biggest parade.
It's a great parade. It's long and it's got a lot of people in it.
I'm thinking it might even be southern Minnesota's biggest parade.
Well, that would be kind of fun, huh?
I mean, don't you think, Todd?
Could be.
I can't think of a parade in southern Minnesota that's bigger than the Defeat of Jesse James Days.
It could be. We should figure that out so we could put that on a top 10 list.
Well, there you go.
Top 10
Absolutely.
parades in Minnesota. We should probably be on top of that so as well.
How many members you have, Northfield Chamber?
We roughly have about 265 members here in town.
You know how many businesses there are?
There are approximately just a little over 600
Okay.
that we're aware of that really kind of have a storefront. Then there are quite a few home-based businesses as well.
So still working, obviously, at getting more members and getting the message out that you need to be a member of the Northfield Chamber.
We'd like to think that there are a lot of positive reasons why you need to be a member of this organization. And even if you don't take advantage of all the tools in the toolbox, it is the organization that represents the local business community. It's out there every day fighting on your behalf to make sure that businesses are able to come here to town and grow, develop, and survive. So, I think it's a great organization. Firmly believe in it, and I would like to see everybody be a member of it. So.
And you were saying during our break you have a big birthday coming up next year.
We will, next year will be the 60th anniversary of the Chamber of Commerce, and then in 2020 it would be the 100-year anniversary of what was originally the Northfield Commercial Club, which then became the Chamber of Commerce. So we got a couple birthdays that we'll celebrate. One for the Chamber itself when it had its name changed in 1946, and then also the Commercial Club, the original organization that was developed here in the community.
Sounds like fun.
So we're excited for it. So.
Let John know back at the studios. I'm going to exit a little early so you can, play the Professional Pride Realty message for the folks. So, John, I'll be dumping out of here in just about a minute and a half or so that you can play that for the folks that are listening back at home. Professional Pride Realty, that's where we're at. They're just off Highway 3 here in Northfield. Pete's a great guy. He's got great people working for him. And Professional Pride is what it's all about. I love that name. And, of course, he came up with that himself.
Yes, absolutely. And one of our two major sponsors of the golf tournament this year. So, again, a shout-out. That's the success of the things that we do at the Chamber are because of our members like Professional Pride and like the Rare Pair that really are supportive of that. And even the Quarterback Club, we'll give a shout-out to them today.
Who is your other?
Our other major sponsor was Capital Construction. They've been one of the major sponsors of the golf tournament for the last 3 years. They've also a sponsor of the Home and Garden Show that we do in the spring. So, many of our members are multiple sponsors of different events. And, they look for the things that make the most sense for them, that they'll get the biggest bang of the buck out of, but at the same point in time that are helping our organization be as strong as ever.
Yeah, thanks, Todd, for arranging the show today. Basically, as my producer. It's one of the reasons why I like coming up here. And thanks, Lisa. And thanks, Corinna. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, too.
I'm going to have to head over to the Rare Pair.
You will find a lot of great deals.
I bet I will. Do you have cowboy boots?
We don't have cowboy boots.
I just asked that because I was thinking of the feet of Jesse James. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, that concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota. By the way, Pete tells me next time he's going to arrange a show where we're going to have some kids that were involved in the trap shooting that finished 14th in the state, which is pretty cool. He's going to arrange that. He's got some connections. So that'll be awesome next time. Jerry will be filling in for me because I'll be on a cruise to Alaska. So Jerry will be filling in here in the conference room with Professional Pride Realty. I'm kind of jealous of him, because he gets to visit with all those neat kids in the trap shooting contest, but I think I can handle it. I'll be on that cruise to Alaska. That concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota from Professional Pride Realty in Northfield.